I have flattened a 720 for 720, which is all this area over here, and also I have made my initial base. And the most shocking thing, a dodecuple beacon of netherite project that has taken me more than 500 days, or what is the same, 183 hours. So if you wanna see how I ended up here, stay until the end of the video. Good evening in the night, well, how you are? Welcome to the first episode of this hell of a series. Now I'm gonna explain what are we going to do today. If I click here, as you can see, a green square has spawned here, with also a red one and a brown one. Now quickly, these chunks in the green zone are the spawn chunks, where if you die, you are going to respawn here. And these are always loaded, so that's why the iron farms always are made here. Today's video's idea is to flatten, to flatten not the spawn chunks, because flattening them spawn chunks is very easy. Flattening the brown area chunks is a 720 by 720. Yeah, like that series I made of entering 1000 by 1000. The only detail is that here I'm only going to level it down into 65 or 67th level. Looks easy, right? Well, it's not. It's gonna be a lot of hours into investing and also lots of materials to decorate. For now, I'm going to stay close to the dupper, and once I have the materials I need, I will return and continue with the next task. The FPS are going to drop a little because I have the render distance set to maximum. The reason I have it maxed out 32 chunks so that it loads the entire schematic of this area. As you can imagine, it's quite large. Here you can see all the materials I need, which are quite a few to be honest. Also, I have this here to upgrade the pickaxe and make about 4 or 5 more identical ones. Otherwise I'll have to keep going back and forth, and it will be a bit slow, so I'll spend some time trading with villagers to get several pickaxes, and then I'll get started on all the flattening sounds bad. Let's call it land planning or terraforming. And I'm gonna take advantage that I need to get beacons to also collect wither roses. I'm going to throw all these eggs here after splashing them with a poison potion. As you can see, I already have everything I need to start terraforming the spawn chunks. I want you to watch how the FPS drops when I turn around. 23 FPS. This command, I can see how many mobs are in the area. Before checking, I want you to leave a comment guessing how many chickens you think there are. I'd say around 380 or so. 498, just too short of 500 chickens. I don't have anything around here that break, right? Wow, look at the lagging this gets. I'm leaving. I'm going to take some damage, but I really want to see this. Alright, we have now plenty of wither roses, which is great. I've spent so much time in here that they even had time to grow. I have everything as set up as you can see, so yeah, this is going to be my life till I finish. Okay, finally I made it into the first 100 by 100. By the way, let me just say that the pattern that forms on the mountain walls is quite beautiful to me. Here I'm storing a few materials, not too many. I've marked a boundary between the part I need to terraform and the part I don't. This here is another corner. Let's see how long it takes to fly with the elytras from one corner to the other. Well, it takes a little while as you can see, and you know what? Let's use some editing magic. 3, 2, 1, boom! Thanks to the editor for saving me from emptying all of this. because there's no way I've just spent the last 13 hours of my life clearing all this. No. I realized that if I want this video to come out this year and not the next one, I can't keep mining by hand. It's just not viable. So, I'm going to build a TNT dupper. I've been testing in my test world. Yes, that's why it's 4. And I need to climb up to level 159. And I also have to go all the way to the end, mark the area and my base not explode in the way, and get it running. I still need to build a dupper, which I will make over there, and I also will remove all the water here, and I hope everything goes well. I hope everything goes well. If I break this redstone block here, the machine should start moving in that direction. If I set it up wrong, it will go anywhere except where it's supposed to, and then we will have a big problem. I should be able to hop on the minecart and let it run on its own. Okay then. Honestly, I'm pretty nervous because it took me a lot of effort to get it working in the test world. I'll leave this part separate just in case. It gives me some panic. Okay. 3, 2, 1. What you saw took 12 hours with the dupper running, and to make this entire area, this whole perimeter, spent over 32 hours with the dupper active, and every now and then it would break and I had to fix it, which it was a hassle. By the way, I also flattened this manually. We're almost halfway done. The good thing is that much of this area is already quite flat, and as you can see, it's at height 68, so that saves me some work. I think it's pretty impressive to see all of this, and once it's finished, it's going to be absolutely insane. Another thing I need to do is removing all these blocks that were destroyed by the dupper, but I'll do that manually, but it's okay, it's no big deal. I'm recording this while I'm editing the video because I lost 2 or 3 clips, so there's a small time jump of 2 or 3 days, in which I'll show you some time lapses of what I've done. few things happened. Of course, I did not place the TNT dupper correctly, but hey, that allowed me to get this over here, so I'll save it for the future. Another very interesting thing I found is this. I'm keeping here locked, and as you can see, it's a pink ship, which is actually the third rarest passive mob to find in the game. All the trees are gone by now. I've also decided to remove all the grass I already placed, and you might think, that's double the work, I know, but I want to cover the entire 720 by 720 area with dirt and place a single block of grass in the middle, then record a time lapse of it spreading naturally all over the terrain. I think it could make for a really cool video. As you can see, this is the part I need to clear right now. Give me a second, we get this out of here. Perfect! And as you can see, it's almost finished. This is what we have. I mean, we have this left, which is the most plain that here is. This is the thing to do. I think I left this door open and the zombie may have came while being AFK and has unalived all my villagers. Well, there goes another villager. Positive thing is that it's going to be that hard to bring the villagers because as you can see, we're at altitude 7. Come on, let's go, we are in the final lap. I'm gonna stay here AFK to get gunpowder and keep playing from all this area over here. All that's left is the final part of the perimeter. I've saved this for the very end on purpose. By the way, I've moved all the chests down here. Now I just need to move all these guys underground so I can keep working and take care of all of these eggs. Let's keep going and finally finish the perimeter once and for all. Everything is flattened. Well, I still have left that part and that one over here. What? You're impressed too, aren't you? I know. I only have a more few things to do. The first one is placing this grass block right here in the center and let it spread across the entire area. I could watch this time lapse hundreds of times. I ain't letting it 100% AFK because the grass only expands if it is in the range of the players and I had to spawn some players along the area for it to keep expanding. Here I show you a picture of how many I had to put. Finally, we need to build a base, but first I need a guardian farm due to the fact of sea lanterns, as well as also I need glass, a lot of, in fact, purple dye and magenta dye. Now I have all the materials, let's go. I think it's pretty beautiful, like them the most, and actually the base is finished. Well, not really, because as you can see I have to make the beacon dodecuple. That's how a 12-piece beacon is called. You'll say, where is the difficulty? If it's made of emeralds. And it's not for flexing, but I have quite a few of them. The difficulty is in, as I like to torture myself, I decided it's a very good idea to make it out of netherite. And as you can see here, it's 773 blocks of emerald, so I need 773 blocks of netherite. It's insane! It's insane. I have the solution to my problems. I downloaded a texture pack that is going to make my life easier. Yep, it's this one over here. Nah, I'm lying. I've downloaded it only for the joke of it. Okay, now seriously, with this texture pack, which as you can see, it makes the ancient debris blue, and with a mod, the texture pack wasn't working. Well, as you can see, we can see perfectly where the ancient debris is. So, with that and these potions of fireproof body, although I know I'll have to do more, let's do this. The beacon was supposed to be made of emeralds, which would have been much easier. Why on earth did I decide to change it? I've been at this for about 14 minutes and already have one stack, so that gives me hope that it's possible to finish it in less than a week, which is the deadline I've set to publish this video. So let's keep going. After more than 5 hours, this is what I have. Obviously, I haven't spent the whole time mining netherite. I've also checked out a bastion or two that I came across. Oh, and by the way, I need more gold. Give me a moment, and here's the first netherite block, which I'm finally going to set aside for a future project. Here we have 116 blocks of netherite. You know what? I gave up on everything. Honestly, I'm telling you, you're not ready for what's coming. Look at what I have here. I finally have all the materials. I've spent a lot of hours in the nether, but finally I have everything. So let's build this massive beacon. I have leftover blocks, and I don't understand why. Now we see why I have extra blocks. I forgot to fill this part up here. I'm going to use netherite ingots to activate the powers, because as you can see, I have a mod that changes how beacons work. For example, I can get speed 4, super jump 4, and depending on the material you use to build the beacon, the effects are stronger or weaker. And depending on the material you use to activate it, as it says here, the range will be larger or smaller. In vanilla Minecraft, the range is 50 by 50, but with this mod, you can expand it to 120 by 120. Honestly, with the shaders, it's an incredible visual spectacle, no doubt about it. To be fair, I probably could have flattened the whole area as I was building the other structures I have in mind for this space, but well, it's done now. This way, the next episodes will be much more dynamic. I hope you enjoyed watching me suffer, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!